a key marker for yesterday is that it would be going behind the sun, and it would either make its typical trajectory like a comet, or it would actually do another intelligent maneuver, which is like when we utilize spacecraft getting towards or near a sun, it can take that force and use it as a boost from the gravity and the energy coming off the sun to actually boost it in like a slingshot in a direction that it would want to go, like consciously. Does that make sense? So today we'll find, I tried to do a little bit of research when I was getting here from honeymoon of like, is anybody talking about it? Did it actually use that energy from the sun going around it to slingshot? Let that out. So we'll know as we're, leaving here. And we're creating this. So what's being talked about is from a lot of intuitives as well. This has obviously been something that's been going on for like 3 months. Been talked about and intuited, and different channelers, interacting, and maybe some of us here interacting with it. But what's been like a theme I'm noticing is that, people who are intuitive are channeling that it's conscious and that it's going to have like, contact. We'll have more like open contact, first contact. Let that move. Don't feel like you have to hold it back. And what I was seeing, though, like I said with the manatee, is that whether it's going to have, light beings coming off of it or from within it, or it's going to be more of like a living organism, like a manatee, like a big living consciousness. Does that make sense? Or something else. And when I was channeling to myself about it, they were saying it's something else. Like you're not fully getting it. And so that was last night. And so then my dream is I was guided this past week to like get rid of a bunch of more stuff out of here, that the back room like had to be emptied out because we were about to jump again, and we needed to have the building as empty as possible of different people's belongings. Like maybe you all have done this, or people that come here, like people love to give this place stuff. I'm like, well, we don't really need that because, anyways. So there's a lot of like that kind of stuff, gifts, which are beautiful. So I gifted them along, but to lift the frequency. And so my dream last night, I'm helping my mother, which I had gone to her house yesterday, and she's very tapped in like us, if you know her. And she's like, we're jumping. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, you need to like move around the house today, like move this, that, and the other. So anyways, in the dream, I'm telling how important that is. And I'm an alien, I'm a light being, and I'm holding this tablet in my hand, and I'm like really instructing her like where things have to go so that she can make a jump. And then I get called by Third Eye Atlas, which is like a huge entity apartment building. And it has all these glass windows, and all these beings were inside it, and they were really comfortable. And the feminine commander, the ship captain, was like, look, I need your help. We need to get these beings off of here. And I'm like, well, they're really comfortable in here. I don't think they want to get off. And she's like, I know, but they need to get off. And so I'm going, well, look, I got to help this lady. She's way more important, which is my mother. I got to get her moving where she needs to go. So, I'll come back to you. So then I woke up. And so here we are. And so when we're looking at the book that I channeled, Quantum Interstellar, and we're understanding all the things we've ever talked about in here, we're understanding that everything is inside. Like everything is mental outside of form and physicality. We have to have the thought for it to exist. And the smoke and mirrors of form here that we find ourselves in, meaning all the form, like behind it, meaning smoke and mirror if smoke and mirror is a form, behind it there's so much, right? There's all those books. In the invisible, in space, there's so much that's untapped and untouched. And what I was saying also in the dream is you have to move your things around and let go of some things, which are the thoughts, the beliefs, in order to actually see the unseen, to see the impossible, to see All the things you know that your desires are wanting to manifest and live the best life. If things aren't exactly up to par how you know they're supposed to be, it's because there's things that need to be let go of. So our ships, our home, our cars, our vehicles require us to do deep clearing as we're doing these jumps. And the most important ship is this ship, right? The body. So I'm also I think I'm on day 4 of all raw and live foods, colorful foods, juices. I've been going to escape route. So I remind you all about that. Like that, and that's periodically, like doing that type of lightening it up, the vessel, the home body. But also to take a look at your homes when you go home, like your junk drawers, your closets. Even if you have seemingly just like gone through like the big purge last year, there's still going to be some jump points for the things that are there, because they are literally the pieces of the motherboard that drive the frequency. So this is all space, untapped. Only when we are frequentially aligned, and a mental thought will help that frequential alignment of a feeling, will it collapse into a particle. We won't see anything until it frequentially aligns to the feeling, and then it comes out of thin air. If we do not allow these things to actually show up in front of us because of subconscious beliefs, which is why we're going to do regression today, then we will still keep it in the unseen. You may still feel like they're there, or feel like there's things that like it's right there, it's coming, whether it be a manifestation or maybe you want to have alien contact, or whatever the spectrum is of your desires. We have to do some purging of these subconscious patterns or these belief systems so that we can have things materialize in front of us. So far, everyone following? Mm-hmm. Yes. I know you just came. Okay. So I'm going to share this piece. There's a portal for me, at Curlew and Alt 19. So in the past 3 months, right at the same point, my windshield wipers turn on their own as soon as a sprinkle happens. Okay? So this morning, I'm like tuning into everything I'm going to tell you all. And I'm recalling the fact that the inside of this huge structure, they're calling it Third Eye Atlas, but that's just because of where it was located, where we first discovered it in Atlas, which has a lot of codes. I'm recapping how it's going in and out of phase from like water to pure like ice, in and out quickly, and they can't like make sense of like this activity, the scientists of this Third Eye Atlas. And right then, a piece of ice comes out of ether and lands on my arm and like shocks my arm. So that's because I don't have fear to a level. And I'm able to witness things drop in because it's in the smoke, behind the smoke and mirrors. It's in the ether. And because I was thinking it, then I am dropping it in, collapsing it in to actually experience it right there. And what the alien in my car as I was driving. So you're just arriving, you'll catch up. So because I have dealt with the subconscious beliefs around fear of death, I've died twice. I'm in my, 3rd time this go around. I've done the deep regressions to help make sure I clear that, etc. And I'm also aware that I'm an alien. And so are you all. That we are all light beings. And the out-of-body work we did in October, that really helped also the group consciousness realize there's much more than meets the eye of what we're doing in the flesh, which is also light. And it's the belief system that needs to be merged back in and folded back in, that so-called gross matter or physicality is not also light, which is a different frequency. I also had this week something be right here, and then it jumps over here 3 times. So things are, it's thinning, everything is thinning, and things are becoming, as a collective mind, allowing for more of our dematerialization and rematerialization, and things jumping quickly. So collectively, things like this 3i Atlas coming in and having an experience of something that is extraterrestrial and not of this world, interstellar, for the collective mind, it's helping really fold in a huge subconscious mass mind block. Right? Does that make sense? Even if you just jumped in?
Yes.
Anybody have a question that just jumped in here so that we can clarify, because your question means something? Kimberly, you usually have great questions.
Well, I mean, like the alien stuff and the folding stuff and the stuff occasionally manifesting that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm okay with all of that, but I'm trying to root it back into what is 3i Atlas, because I don't know what that is.
Okay, so 3i Atlas, just to recap, was first identified as a comet, but now it's seen more as either a living consciousness entity, like a big being just like we have many billions of other beings living inside of us, all of the different cells and different things, bacteria, etc. Or it literally has like beings inside a ship. And so because of the way it's maneuvering itself, it's showing that it's not a comet. And something that's going to show itself from last night with it going behind the sun, if it uses the sun as like a slingshot to change its trajectory and come into our solar system and land in Jupiter in March, when the NASA already has a schedule to be there the same time that it would arrive in Jupiter in March, which is also showing more conscious movements, then does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. And essentially, this is all a movie. We're in a play of our own making. And if we want to jump into higher frequency of ourself and our abilities, to what we're going to work with today is understand that we are source consciousness. I am sitting at source seat by focusing out my pineal to actually particleize everything in front of me. That's always happening. We made all of this sitting here right here. But the more I'm aware that I'm a creator, I'm very creative, I came here to create. I am the one sitting here at source seat, and I came here to sum total my thoughts, feelings, and have them particleized in front of me in certain ways. In this mental experience, I'm using the thought as a driver, and I'm frequentially having it particleized in front of me with how I'm feeling. So I came here to do that, and I'm not unconscious of that. So the more you are conscious that you are creator and that you are able to do these things, and you have these big mass mind blocks that were held in the collective, moved, it makes it much more easy for the ice to fall on my arm in the car as I'm thinking about it. And then to be in the Atlas ship as I'm sitting there in the car, and to be in the ship last night. Does that make sense? Okay. Did anyone else have a dream about being in AI Atlas last night?
I've had consciousness with it, but I don't remember entering it.
Okay.
I'm with it, but I'm not inside of it.
Okay. Christina? Okay. Nobody last night? Because we were all there.
I'm still not remembering dreams.
What is that?
Same.
I had things going on, not exactly. We actually were just talking about it. I just showed my son this, and his eyes like lit up. This was like a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night I had dreams, but they weren't specifically that. But I woke up at like 4:40, 4:50.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't sleep. I don't know. Yeah.
One key thing of your dream. One key thing of your dream. What was it?
Now I'm trying to remember.
Okay, if it comes, bring it.
Yeah.
And you have this alien on your chest, like you have this like emblem. Okay, so every time for me in my reality of understanding reality creation, every time someone brings me their dream, or I tell people in front of me my dream, it is this now moment that the dream is. So we are on the ship right now, which is what Spirit said. They said, when you all get there together, you will be in the ship together, and you will be that version that says to the feminine captain, because see her, look at her. She's feminine captain. You can tell the way she's holding her gig. And you were there too, Susie. And I said, Susie, were you driving the ship? And you're like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm off to the side dealing with this other ship of people. I'm like, right?
That
Okay.
sounds right.
Okay. So coming back, it's a reflection of us, or me talking to the feminine captain about how those in the room, or in the rooms, there was all these big glass windows looking out. They were so comfortable. Look at, are you comfortable? And they didn't want to get up.
So this is your dream that you were having? Okay.
On the ship last night, but we're in it right now.
Okay.
So we are the aliens on the ship. Are you getting it?
I believe that, honestly. I definitely thought that before.
Every building is a ship. Every body is a ship. Every car is a ship. Skates are a ship. They want us to use skates today when we do our regression.
Like ice skates?
Any skates, any vehicle, skateboard, surfboard. Because we're moving frame by frame into new territory. Are we catching this? Yeah? So when we move a big block of consciousness, which we're going to do together, 3, 6, 9, I told you 13, right? Yeah. Oh, I thought you had it. Okay. So when we move together a big packet of consciousness that is representative of the subconscious, of the collective, it makes us easier to do what I thought we were going to be talking about today when I first got the download a couple days ago, which is about wealth and source consciousness. But it ties in. Because third eye, what did I say? What drives the projection? Focus from your third eye. Who's ever had their atlas out in their cervical spine? Can you drive a ship when your atlas is out?
Actually,
Hell no. You cannot drive a ship. Your axis is off. It's this, your vertebrae, it's at the top here, and you can't drive. Why does the axis, which is A1 or A2 atlas, go out? Who knows why they go out? Out of alignment, I mean, your spine.
Well, so I actually had this tapped back in using a sound procedure about 1.5 years ago, because I developed military neck because it had been out of alignment for over 20 years. So they say the reason is from almost any kind of impact. Like if you fall down really hard, if you have a car accident, if you fall down the stairs, like all kinds of normal falling things can cause it to come out of alignment because it's not held with muscles, with tendons. It's actually one of the few parts of the body that's kind of loose and can float a little bit.
And what do you think? Do you think stress would cause it to go out?
Oh yeah.
I would assume so.
Right. I mean, stress and the electrical system, which is spirit, electric is your spirit, is not running properly through the spine. Stress. So my point is of like the download in this, even this name, like it got named this because of where it was first spotted at an Atlas facility, I think in like Guatemala.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an acronym, Atlas.
Yeah.
And it's the third interstellar.
Right. And it's the third interstellar that we've ever witnessed.
Oh, so they don't mean so it's
Oh, yeah.
technically not I.
No.
It's technically
It's the letter I for
Yes.
interstellar.
Oh.
But I mean, there's no coincidences,
So
right?
this
I
is
didn't know that.
part of the family of Oumuamua, because that was an interstellar,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm just trying to show us that everything is always coded for us to understand if we just pay attention, we look at the signs. Because we're projecting it all. If you're projecting everything in front of you always from the sum total of your thoughts, memories, and beliefs and feelings, then it's always going to make sense to you if you just literally look. Yeah, Sharon.
So I've been experiencing some physical things, and I went to the chiropractor. C3 out,
Okay.
vertigo,
Mm.
and I've been dealing with that since I think, since June. So that makes sense to me also.
Okay.
The C3 and 3I.
Yeah, right? So I just want us to realize that when we're doing our guided meditation regression, looking for anything that wants to show up today, that you may want to pay attention to up here. You may want to pay attention to your central nervous system, the spine, the nerves coming off. Ultimately, your consciousness is going to show you exactly what you need to see. I'm just wanting to like kind of highlight how these things go together. And when we are focused, when we can focus at our third eye, when we can bring the energy up and down, the electrical energy that is our spirit through this vessel, that is a technology. This body is a technology. It's the most amazing technology that we're working with. And we are able to focus outer pineal gland. That means behind your two eyes. It doesn't mean your eyes open. You can do it. You're going to get really good at it. You probably are, half of you or most of you in here are really good at still doing this work with your eyes open. But it really is easy if you take out this shadow dance out in front of you and close your eyes and do the witnessing, the downloads, the visioning behind your two eyes and using the focus of the third eye. Because that's the driver. That is creating the reality. And what you experience when you open and come out of into this electromagnetic experience is a shadow. For most, it is frame by frame what they were talking about, memorized last week, last month, a year ago, and then it's repeating on loops from usual subconscious memories early in your life. You just keep repeating the same scenes over and over again because you weren't realizing how the apparatus worked and how to project and be in this fleeting, fun experience of reality creation. It's super fun and it's fleeting, right? It's like, whoo, hey, hey. So if this big conscious packet that is us, that we're seeing ourselves in the shadow dance, like I just said, if this is a shadow, it's got a slight lag to it, then when you go in and tune in or you dream with it front and center out of your body, when you're out of your body in dream or in meditation, or you do these exercises in here, you pull out of the electromagnetic experience. It is only in the body and underneath the dome of the firmament that you're experiencing the electromagnetics. Outside of that, in the quantum field that you are space. You're just showing up here like pretending just to be this. No, you're everything. When you are outside the packet and you're in space as the omnipresent being that you are, there's no electromagnetics. You're all of it. So that's presence. That's now. That's all nows at once. So doing this work, when we go ahead and tap into anything that would show itself behind our two eyes of something that needs to be understood and re-seen in a new way, then we got major magic.
Okay, you just confirmed it. I've been trying not to ask this because I don't want to interrupt your
No,
flow.
go for
But
it.
as soon as you said that, what you just said, anyway, I keep getting a vision since we've been doing this of a glowing white fetus in an amniotic fluid, and I can't stop seeing it right now.
Anyone else seeing that? Usually if someone says it, if you have the gift, you can see what she's saying.
I mean, I can picture what she's saying, just because
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you say it, then you can see it.
So ask within those who can see it what that means to you. So tune in. What's the download? My higher intelligence. What is that?
Rebirth.
Okay.
Like a new season.
New season.
That's your new human being.
A new human being? Anyone else?
What do you think it means?
Yeah.
Really, I think because I can't stop seeing it so much, I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to rationalize it, and I need to step back from that.
Just what did you hear initially?
It was growth.
Okay, growth.
I'm getting that it's a messenger and that there's another person that wants to join us. I couldn't get clarity if they're coming or if it's a more metaphysical thing.
Okay.
I heard like
Matt was
Christ
supposed to
consciousness.
come.
Christ consciousness. Matt?
He
Okay.
was supposed to.
The Father?
Yeah, it feels masculine,
Mhm.
actually.
How funny. Check my-
Okay. So we're just, we're playing.
That's-
We're jiggling, baby. We're jiggling, baby. Isn't that a
thought
song?
maybe it was gonna be the package man.
Okay, package man.
What? The package man's gonna
Okay, so when we have these bigger collective events, all of them, and you get squirreled and distracted into looking at them, then pay attention. And also realize that you're projecting them and your hand is in the creation of them. And if there's any polarity or duality to it where it feels like you are fear or it's like, oh, I don't know about this. This is something I need to be protected from. Those are the places, those are the awesome triggers that have a gold packet for you inside yourself that if you can find where that false belief got formed of an early time, typically another life or early childhood, where it would have you feel like you have to fear something. Then if you do the due diligence and actually clean that up with the understanding, which is what we're going to do today, with the understanding of like where and why and what subconscious belief got formed about separation, about fear itself, duality, or what what the topic was you're dealing with, then you can reorganize yourself, come back into wholeness, flip that on its head, and to positively polarize that false belief into an awesome belief that will then allow whatever is experienced to be seen in a new way. You can destabilize weather. You can, essentially a shaman in the past would go into the eye of the tornado or the hurricane to eat the kahucha, to eat the pain of the collective that was projecting it from the sum total of that area that it's being experienced at. So, in the recent one that we experienced last year, I was asked not to eat the kahucha. It was not necessary to eat the kahucha. I had to sit there and do my light language and do the light paintings. And then I had to watch it occur so that my husband could to process his fall in Atlantis floods. So there's purpose in all of it, and it's all a dream, and it's all fleeting, and it's all fun. Right? We getting it? Okay. So I just wanted to read, the I am source wealth, you having such a big packet dealt with today, typically will have you easier to instantly materialize things in front of you if you're needing that assistance. When that comes to what I thought the topic was mainly going to be about, like wealth and prosperity and abundance. Truly abundance. We are in an abundance of everythingness. And there's nothing to be afraid of but fear itself. Ding.
Sorry.
Oh, good. It was fun.
Perfect. Right for that. Nothing to fear but fear.
Right?
Itself.
Okay. So what we're going to be doing in the session, it's going to be longer than I typically do them because I want to go deep on this, is we're going to be communicating to a subconscious belief that possibly has you not able to instantly materialize things, and connecting with the ship that you may find yourself on, communicating with this 3i atlas. How that's going to be experienced for you, I have no idea. I'm just giving you a little bit of prep. Okay. And the third one, I'm pretty sure, is we're going to be, bringing that to a culmination of highest and best possibilities, scenes. Does that sound good? Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. An inch.
Do you need the curtain closed more?
No.
So since we're going to, oh, sorry.
I'm gonna have my eyes closed anyway.
Okay.
I like the light.
If you are sitting up and it feels like you're not supposed to be sitting up, let me know, or let's figure out where you could lay down. So maybe ask within if you're supposed to be sitting up or you're supposed to be laying down. Get cozy. If you have to use the restroom, now would be the time. If you have to laugh, cough during it, cry, remember, there's no wrong turn other than for you to not feel comfortable. I want you to feel comfortable. Who did not get one of these little satchels? Okay, right there. You could smell them if you like. I was told that purple would help us with this assignment.
Kristen, did
This
you
is
get one?
lavender
She's making her.
for you to take home and work with as well if you feel like you want to smell it. Now to assist with lifting you into the higher frequencies of purple.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Anyone
sleeping, huh? You've got the youngest.
It just happens sometimes.
to
when I'm here.
process the energy?
Thank you.
Oh, I got two.
Anyone else did not get one?
Put one on the chair for me. So
Okay, great. Okay,
You want this one
I'll
back?
have one.
Okay.
If you fall asleep, that's fine. Don't stop it. Your body will be asleep, but your mind will be awake, I'm sure, at a level that is perfect. So we'll go ahead and start to take some deep breaths. Take your hands, if it feels right to you, to your thymus gland, to your chest. Cross your palms over each other. Let your thumbs touch. Just take some nice open mouth breath. Relaxing the thymus. Touching the thymus helps to relax the body. Let yourself know that you are safe, that you are love itself, that you are ready to do this work within. Whatever else feels appropriate for you. And then relax your hands wherever they feel like they need to go. If it feels like they need to be holding a hand mudra or they need to go by your side, trust that. Taking deep breaths down to your feet. Imagine that a wave of golden light washes down over your feet. Letting anything go out your toes. Another wave of light washing down over your torso. If it feels like you have to wiggle your torso or move your hands in any way, just trust those first initial sloughing off of energies. And then as we get up to that wave of light, let it bless and do any adjustments to your chest, your heart, your neck, your shoulders, your head. Feeling your entire body beginning to relax, soften. Imagining gold and silver plasma light cascading down from your higher self, wrapping you like a blanket with love, with protection, with the frequency of trusting and knowing that you are creating all that is. I want you to visualize a spiral staircase of light. Visualize this spiral staircase of light before you, descending or ascending, depending on where you're going on the ship. With each number I count, 5, 4, you go deeper into your quantum memory field. 3, 2, 1. Surrounded by peace, truth, and your divine intelligence. Standing before you, I want you to imagine that there is a doorway, a gateway, or a portal. This is labeled when I first felt separate from infinite supply. This doorway may have it as an arch over top, labeled the first time I felt separate from infinite supply. Knowing you are with your higher self as a blanket of light, of consciousness, when you feel ready, go through this gateway or door. Allow your subconscious to present you with an image, memory, or symbolic scene. It might be this lifetime or another. Trust and allow yourself to pull forward any details of knowing, visual, sensing in the ways that feel they're coming. Ask inwardly to yourself, where am I? What is it that I'm seeing? How old am I here? Or what form am I? Is it me now, of this timeline, or another? Trust what comes to you. Even if it doesn't, it's coming in a way of frequency. What belief was born in this moment that told me I must struggle or prove myself to receive? Trust what you hear. Again, what belief was born in this moment that told me I must struggle or prove myself to receive? What was I trying to protect or hold together by believing in this? Gather any other understanding so that it makes more sense to you. Ask questions for clarity. With whatever you get, trust the little information or a lot. It's perfect. What we want to do now is this, if this belief had a color or a texture, what would it be? If this energy that's come up had a color, what would it be? What truth does my higher self want me to remember now? Begin to breathe golden light into the area of the body that you sense or feel, and see if you can shift and brighten the color, letting it shift or change while you're receiving what higher self wants you to remember now, the truth of wholeness. Inhale deeply and hold it up as strong as you can up to the top, letting this energy shift and move. As you exhale, imagine that belief dissolving. Anything about this that was not of the wholeness dissolving into the golden light. Wisdom kept from you, any limitations being released, any misunderstandings released, transfigured. Keep breathing now the golden light and insert a new belief, a higher truth of I am whole, I am infinite supply, I deserve to have this experience of wholeness, of truth. I enjoy to play again. Let the innocence return. As we do so, the scene fades. Let the scene fade. 3, 2, 1. Walking forward, lighter and lighter, clearer and freer. Let your breath work with the golden light and the alignment of lighter, brighter, freer, and clearer. As you walk forward, the space shifts. You now find yourself beneath a radiant sky filled with living geometry and light. Ahead floats a magnificent ship of consciousness, the interstellar visitor of 3i Atlas. Crystalline, luminescent, pulsing with harmonic tones. You feel magnetically drawn toward it. Allow yourself to approach, float, or simply appear inside. Once inside, look around. What shapes or structures do you notice? Is there a guide to greet you? Possibly even your own light being will be present, seemingly outside of the experience of you. What colors and lights are surrounding? How does the atmosphere or vibration feel? Begin to inquire through your inner telepathy of who or what is present here. Why is it here? Gather clarity. Why have I brought this experience into the collective consciousness? What message or activation is truly being offered to myself right now? Use your golden light breath to swish and keep it bright and light. If anything feels distant or hazy, ask gently, is there a belief or emotion that would keep me from fully making contact with my own higher intelligence? Allow your subconscious to answer. Breathing lighter and brighter, the golden light again. Notice an area of your body that's connected to the experience thus far. What is the first thought or emotion that surfaces as you go to that area of the body? Breathe golden white light into that area until it softens. And say inwardly, it is safe for me to know myself. ask clarity questions about anything that's just come from that area of the body. It's safe for me to communicate with my higher intelligence. Letting that shift and sift anything that needs to swish with the golden light. Let the area of the body start to shift and sift anything, letting it brighten, and take another deep breath in and hold it up to the top, knowing that your exhale gets to move any stagnant energy from what's been tapped into thus far. Lightening and brightening on your exhale, let anything move. Cleaning house, cleaning the vessel. Let anything shift out of any area, lightening and brightening, rising into your higher intelligence. Rise and brighten, tap back into the aura of light that you are there. Now look around you again, around the ship. What are you doing there with the crew that we find ourselves with today? What are we doing there? Is there technology or consciousness work being performed? How is it serving humanity's evolution? And if a color could transmit a frequency of safety, of love, of higher intelligence, let that color be breathed and transmitted from your vessel. I am the consciousness that pilots this craft. I am the navigator of my multidimensional experience and existence. Feel yourself merging such human and the light being aspects. Let yourself breathe into your master DNA, opening up the multidimensionality again. Breathe in the golden violet light. Let those on the ship know anything of final needing to share, whether it be through color transmission, let your consciousness know that this experience, multidimensionally and through omnipresence, may still be going on, but we are going to be leaving this scene. Bid your farewells. Take a deep breath of integration color. Let the color come to you of integration. Breathe through your aura and field so that you can allow any dematerialization for rematerialization for our final scene. Let it fade. 3, 2, 1. We are going to enter our highest potential. A luminous corridor opens ahead. The timeline of your highest potential. Step through the archway and allow the new scene to begin to form. yourself to witness within yourself the form of you that is living this highest potential. What is the frequency? How do you appear to yourself as the highest potential? Notice what you look like, any way you're holding yourself differently. Let yourself breathe in the color that represents this highest potential, integrating and merging down this golden path. As you go down the golden path, let yourself begin to understand your greater mission, new relationships or new creations. As this highest potential, working with the relationships, the creation, and missions, new energy arrives and opportunities. Prosperity naturally flows because you know that you are creator. Up ahead is an integration chamber, a bubble of light. Let yourself go take a seat or lie down in this integration chamber, merging in the codes of light, the frequencies that represent these mission shifts and understandings, the new opportunities, as well as any inventions, creations, and new relationships, sometimes with the same beings, but their light being self, as well as new ones. Let this integration chamber illuminate and bring in the frequencies. Let your breath accentuate, knowing that your breath is driving. Ask your higher self-consciousness what command statement that will best anchor as I sit in this integration chamber. There may be several. Listen for things of the I am. Allow yourself to reprogram in the integration chamber, knowing who you really are, what you're capable of. I am creating. I am the projector of reality in every now moment. As these commands are integrating, it's also assisting with, beyond the integration chamber, the vibrational frequencies piercing out through eternity, assisting to shift and align all that you're seemingly around you, your homes, your current relationships. As the integration has taken place, there is a light being guide waiting to escort you out. Let your light being guide show you the way back to where we began, to that beautiful spiral staircase. Begin to spiral through the staircase, taking the steps 1, 2, bringing all that you need back with you, unpacking the light 3, into the physical vessel, down through the channel, down through the spine 4, down through arms and legs 5, down into the earth's core, or the depth of existence that is meant to drop that anchor down, anchoring cord. Begin to smile gently, anchoring this awareness into your heart, bringing our hands back to how we began, palm over the thymus gland, Let your thumb tips touch. Cross your ankles if it feels like you need assistance integrating and balancing at the brain. Taking a few deep breaths, smiling and integrating all that we've just embarked on. Use your open mouth breath if it feels like you really want to bring a lot of oxygen in and shift anything out. And if you've already opened your eyes, that's awesome. If not, before you open your eyes, imagine that you take your hands, you cradle them in front of you, and you receive from your higher self-consciousness packet a gift. Drop that in your hand. Notice what it is. And then place it within you, around you, or back into a place that feels appropriate. Letting yourself stretch in any way, thanking you all for the journey, opening your eyes when it feels appropriate, and we'll integrate for a few breaths and then do a little bit of sharing.